Pakistan prepares to hold elections later this year, a prominent cleric is trying to drum up support for a total overhaul of the country's government by holding a weekend march in the capital Islamabad to send a message to those in power. Once a member of parliament, Tahir-ul-Qadri quit in 2004 over what he says was his disgust with the ruling system and moved to Canada in 2006. He earned praise in the West when he came out with a 600-page fatwa in 2010, condemning terrorism by using the same language from the Quran that militants often use to justify violence. Qadri is now taking on corruption in the Pakistani government, saying that current trends threaten the country's fragile democracy.
The influence of money and their power and exploiting the illiteracy of the people, if they come back in the same way as they have been coming back for the last decades. So it means that a democracy, true democracy, is not going to be placed properly, is not going to be put in track. And this would be a disaster for the people for next few years.
But lawmakers say it's unclear what the charismatic cleric's real motives are.
Suddenly he comes up with all these demands. That is what makes him such a perplexed character and so difficult to find out exactly what he's up to. When he was here, I mean, he was a slightly dubious character. Even now when he talks in Pakistan, when he speaks in Urdu here to his audience here, and what he goes and says in English abroad are two different things when he's talking about the same subject.
Qadri has been accused of being too close to the country's powerful military, but he insists he's only interested in combating corruption and electoral fraud, something that has won him considerable support among Pakistanis.
We have come to sit here to support his agenda to reform the electoral process, because in the last 65 years the people of Pakistan have never ever seen any election that is free, fair and genuine, free from all corrupt practices.
What effect Qadri's march will have on the election process is unclear, but for now it seems his rising profile is something lawmakers will have to contend with as they confront discontent among Pakistanis in the face of further instability and continuing violence throughout the country.